We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We are live. We are live. Is this thing on? This is the Outcast Podcast.
Charged
baby.
it last.
Episode number 151.
151.
Bring it out.
Crazy things happen on 151, boy.
Whenever I think of 151, I think of the place where Tomcat DJs and they had the rum runners where you got the 151 floater.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the Lonnie Kai.
That's what they do it? Do they still do it?
They do not, but they do put the 151 mix in the actual mix for
Okay, cool.
them.
It kind of watered it down a little bit.
But then they put a regular rum on top because people were getting crazy.
Yeah. I see
all
that.
that sugar
That's
and
smart.
shit.
That's smart.
It's good to see Ramo back. By the way, our condolences. I
Thanks,
know you
man.
had a rough week, and
Yeah.
you still got a you got a funeral to go to this week. But we love you, man. And
Yeah, no, I
man.
appreciate that. Thank you guys, man.
Love you,
Yeah,
Ray.
you know, it's tough and, you know, things like this you never prepare for, but it's part of life.
Well, it's good to have you back,
Thanks.
and just puts
Glad to be back.
life into perspective. You know that
Yeah.
nothing is promised to anybody.
It's true.
It's Wednesday, March the 5th. What do you say we enjoy today?
Let's
I like it.
do it.
What do you say? Let me introduce you to the Outcast in case you are new to the show. That is Ramo G.
Come on, Brown.
The OG, he's back.
Brown.
We've also got my man Memphis on air. He's here. He's
What's up,
everywhere.
yo? Howdy.
Yes.
How goes it?
Tell me about this. You did a country party.
Oh,
I did.
shit.
It was a country concert. It was my first big country concert. Like we've all done big concerts before and opened up for artists, but this was the first time I done one for a big country artist.
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
And how was the crowd? Did they enjoy and have a good time?
Were you wearing the same outfit you're wearing now?
No, I was not actually. I actually was not.
Gone country.
No, the first thing I did when I seen him pull up in the parking lot today, I'm like, damn,
No,
if he wasn't black, I would think he was white.
Oh, shut up. No, I had on all black. I just went with
No, I like it.
t-shirt,
It looks
jeans,
dope.
and chucks and shit like that. But yeah, you
I'm
know.
gonna give me one. That's pretty fire.
Nah, but the concert was cool. The crowd was, it could have needs for improvement. I'll say that. The highlight of the show was the opener and the second artists were about to fight backstage. That was fun.
Was it just some egos that got in the way? What
Yeah,
caused this
I
fight?
think it was. I think it was more egos because the opening artist, he's an up and comer, but he's gonna be good. Like
Okay.
this cat's gonna be good coming. And the second guy, he's on his way. He's next in line.
Sure.
Like he's next to be that guy.
All right.
Who was the
and-
bigger asshole? The younger guy or the more established guy?
It's kind of hard to say because I was drinking with both of them, and they seemed pretty cool, and they just kind of let it go. But you could tell when they cruise would go out past, they cut their eyes at each other a little bit and keep it moving.
Now,
and
did you ever
whatnot.
find out why these two cliques had beef?
Well, the
I like how you
second
said
guy,
that.
the second artist had they were doing their sound check and apparently was saying some shit about the other guy and whatnot.
Are you allowed to mention the
Oh.
artist? I mean, you call them like artist one,
Yeah, I can
artist
say
two.
who it was.
Yeah, just
Will
throw
we
them under
know
the
who
bus.
they are?
Yeah, it was the Country Jam Naples. It was J Webb, Walker
Don't know.
Montgomery, and then Justin Moore was the headliner.
Don't know him.
So who got into the fight? Like who was getting into the scuffle?
J Webb and Walker Montgomery.
Okay, and Walker Montgomery, I know, is John Michael Montgomery's son. If you know the song, she's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she's a pretty man ripped down Henry Wise. The song sold. John Michael Montgomery had a lot of hits, and I
Never
guess
heard
his
it.
son was out there.
Yeah, he
Walker.
did a good job. Yeah, he was dope, man. That boy on his way.
I like
know what's-
live country
You
You
music.
know what song I think of when I look at you today, Gentry?
Which song?
Blue, ba-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da. If you look at Gentry, he's like everything. His whole shit's blue. His outfit's blue. The
Yeah.
background's
Oh, yeah.
blue.
He's got the
Blue.
NC, North Carolina.
So to wrap this thing up, so they was getting ready to fight, and in the middle of my final set for the opener, they pulled the power. They just killed the power on like everything.
Were you playing shitty music?
Definitely.
No, actually, I was playing some really good fucking country music. Actually.
Did they call the cops?
No,
No, they
not
didn't,
at all.
did
They didn't call the
No, I'm
cops. They
kidding.
didn't,
I'm joking.
they didn't call the cops. But
Yeah,
the
no,
headliner,
no.
he said, "Fuck it." It was some dumb shit. But
Yeah, they
so
probably
yeah,
broke
my
it up.
first
They
big,
squashed
real
it.
big country show. There was the artist about to fight, and the headliner pulled the power on everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there you go.
Speaking of country, let's go to our man
Oh,
Tomcat. He's got a little country in him.
That's right. I'm
more
usually
Florida.
on the beach.
You're
but
good, Florida.
I like to go four-wheeling, and I do love the country.
Tell the audience, Tomcat, about your new hit song about peeing in a pool or something. It's like peeing in the Jimmy Buffett pool.
It's called I Pee in the Margaritaville Pool. Now, look, a lot of people pee in the Margaritaville pool. It's not just me. You know,
oh, that's gross.
Hey, at least you didn't poop in it like you did in the high school pool.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's true. I thought about releasing that, but that's just nasty. So there is a song now. There is a song. Yeah, there is a song out there called "I Pee in the Margaritaville Pool" by Tomcat, and it is very good. So
I want to hear it.
So I would like for everyone to go out there and go ahead and pee in the Margaritaville pool and do little reels throughout the summertime
of
yourself.
People to do that.
Maybe peeing in the pool to my song.
That's a competition.
Tag me.
Well,
was I supposed to say that? I'm sorry.
I think we have to get legal on this because I don't think we're not encouraging anybody to do that. So
I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah. You get out the pool and go pee. Don't pee in the pool. But
so you wanted to pee on the pool deck?
No, I'm not saying you pee on the pool deck.
You said get out the pool and pee.
Well, I mean, if you pee on the way to the bathroom and
I mean, you're all drippy anyways.
I'm kidding, of course.
I mean, I guess you do go on the pool deck.
I am kidding.
Oh, of course, we all are.
Where is the inspiration?
Don't pee in the pool.
Where's the inspiration for this particular song? I pee in the Margaritaville pool. Like,
I don't know.
How did it come to you?
Well, we Belani Kai is right next to Margaritaville. Margaritaville is kind of a Goliath hotel. So the two hotels are in friendly competition, but. So I made one song like, ain't no party like a Lani Kai party. And then I was like making some that were subtle digs at the other hotels. So then I just thought that one would be funny. Oh, yeah.
TK up been making diss tracks.
Diss tracks to the Margaritaville.
Hotel disses.
Yeah, hotel diss.
He's a huge hit on Fort Myers Beach.
Is this the album art or
that
something?
is the album art because the people that go there are sheep.
Now, here's a question.
No, I'm just kidding.
If somebody asked you to come downtown or come down to somewhere in the beach and perform it, would you do it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Got that good drink in the
Can you play the guitar? Or
are we allowed to play this on the air? Or are they going to kick us off? Because
just go to the hook part. It's a little bit in. Kick, kick, kick. Where it goes. Right there. Right there.
Kids run wild, mom's all mad. Ain't my scene, but here
is this you singing?
Don't stand too close. Water turn warm. You already know. Blame it on the kid. Blame it on the sun. Ain't my fault that the rum too strong. I pee in the Margaritaville pool. Ain't my fault I think ran through. Floating on by feeling smooth.
I pee in the Margarita pool.
This is gonna be trending on TikTok in a minute. Watch.
That's a good song, man.
Pretty good.
I like it.
I know.
It's a bit disgusting.
This is gonna be number one on TikTok in a minute. Guys in the back, y'all make sure y'all chop that up. Get that out here. Get that out ASAP.
I'm not saying it's a TikTok challenge.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
But if it turns into one.
Last night when I was watching the, I don't know if you guys watched it live, the joint address of Congress with President Trump.
Nope.
But I felt like the Dems were somewhat peeing in Donald Trump's pool last night a little bit. They didn't seem very happy with anything that he was doing.
It was a pretty good segue.
But last night, if you watched it, Trump had his joint address to the Congress, and it was a night of drama. I don't know if people saw it, but there was a man that stood up with a cane at one point and was yelling.
That's Al
at
Green, not
Donald
the
Trump.
singer. Al Green.
Yeah, it's not the R&B singer?
Not the R&B singer. It's the Wolfman, Al Green.
All right, let's get into this. As this was last night, cue up the tape. We're going to roll it here in just a second, but this is where Al Green that you're talking about, the representative from Texas.
What's wrong with his face?
He's got the neck-gina.
He does have a neck-gina there. Okay, roll the tape.
Recorded a 41-point jump.
There's a lot of booing going on. Order! Order!
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions.
This guy ain't having it.
There you
Got that cane.
He has no mandate, is what he says.
That's Big Daddy Kane right there.
Hey, when an old black man with a cane start yelling at you, you in
Look
trouble.
at Trump. Trump's like, motherfucker, sit your fucking ass down.
Look at J.D. Vance.
Look at him. I better clap for him. Let me clap for him. Sit your little bitch ass down.
To me, as I'm watching that, you know what it reminded me of? When I was in middle school and I'd be in the lunchroom, and then all of a sudden the children would get too loud, and then the vice principal would get on the microphone and be like, "Children, children, you need to calm down, children. You're being too loud, and we're going to take away your outside privileges."
And then everybody would be quiet and shit. I'm like, man, we were just having a ball, and you just come and hate on all us. Like, man. I remember that shit.
But the sad part is that our Congress should not be like the middle school lunchroom. I mean, what the fuck is going on here?
It's been like that for years.
It seemed like it's out of control.
Have you not been paying attention, sir?
Let's start with Ramo. Since we missed out on his hot takes last week.
Yeah.
Did you watch this last night?
No, hell no. For what?
Well, because you live in the United States of America.
You're also on a podcast that talks about political
No,
topics.
100%.
Let's get the temperature of what's going on in the country.
We got other stuff going on. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I mean, I think it's become the new norm for things like this to happen. If you remember, Biden was constantly interrupting. There was a lot of noise and stuff when he was doing the last time around. So, I don't know, man. I think with the way that the United States is and the temperature of everything that's going on right now, it's possibly going to become a norm, if not even worse. So let's hope not.
And Memphis, you didn't tune in, did you?
No, I was watching Daredevil, which is badass.
It's a good movie.
What's Daredevil?
He's a Marvel character, but his new series just came out.
They got a show. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the first one in a long
Oh.
time. Like, he was last in Spider-Man and whatnot, but now he got his, oh, man, that shit was hard because I was watching that and kicking it with my wife. I wasn't watching that bullshit. I'm like, yeah, I got better shit to do with my time, so I don't watch that.
All right, so the two Democrat-leaning hosts of the show said they did not
I'm not a
watch it.
Democrat.
I'm not Democrat-leaning.
Well,
I'm
you were in the
registered
last
independent,
election.
actually.
You were in the last election.
You had to be. It was
you had
either
to
that
choose one or the other.
or be like, what are we, Russia now, I think? Russia and North Korea? Is that who we're aligned with? So, there you go.
Tomcat, are we aligning with Russia? Because it does seem like we've pivoted away from Ukraine.
Can I get the other question that they got? I mean,
first things first.
Well, Ramo just
jump over
prepped
that.
for the other thing.
Ramo threw a curveball in
I
there.
know. I don't think.
That was a
I
slider.
would like to get
Thank
into
you
the
very much.
conversation was there instead of them getting the time back and then just throwing me off to some totally different conversation.
Yeah. Well,
what was your original question?
He's got
my original question was it seemed a little childish last night with some of the antics that was going on.
Okay, so I would agree.
So what do you think?
I would agree with you. It was childish, and I felt like it was the Democrats that were super childish. It goes back and forth, and Marjorie Taylor Greene was out of line last time, but that's kind of like one person. All the Democrats were crazy. They're wearing their pink outfits for women's rights, but they want men in women's bathrooms and men in women's sports, right? They got the little paddles that they're holding up, saying their little things. Like, just let the guy give his speech. And then when they just sat on their hands when they were talking about Americans who died at the hands of the cartels and shit, it's disgusting. Like, I'll never vote for a Democrat. We have
another clip from last night where Donald Trump says, never, ever, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, the Democrats are never going to clap for me. If we could roll that clip.
Fifth such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations. Or now
this is why I didn't watch it. But you're not doing that, bro.
It's not real.
Or the stoppage
you're not
of
doing
crime
that.
to the lowest levels ever recorded.
But what he's saying is right.
No, he's not.
He's right. No matter what he says, you will jump up. It doesn't matter.
No,
you're ready to.
It's not. If he were to do something,
that's not right. It's right.
If
you ever agree with him on anything?
Listen. I do. As a matter of fact. Okay. If he were to do some good shit, then he wouldn't have to worry about all that bullshit because people would applaud him because he has the opportunity to do that, and he's not.
What he's saying is
making
right.
life better for himself and his people and not regular Americans.
That's
not
true.
Proof by what's going on in the country. That's bullshit, dude. Open your eyes, dude.
My eyes are well open.
Veterans, everybody's losing their job and benefits and all this other shit. And fucking they're getting $1 trillion. Tons of people. Are you not paying attention?
People who have jobs that are not doing anything and they're unessential or losing their job. Because if you have a job where somebody needs you, you're not losing your job.
Oh, so you're saying people at the weather, like the weather center, that watches hurricanes and shit. All them freaking thousands of people that got let go. Their job is worthless.
What I'm saying
because
is, you heard what I said. I said,
depend on them motherfuckers.
If they needed you for that job, they wouldn't fire your ass.
That's bullshit.
Really?
That's bullshit. Yeah.
You don't think that's true?
I don't think it's true.
They're
I
just
think
not
if
hiring people they don't need anymore.
If they didn't want a tax break, they wouldn't have to do that. That's what it is.
It's a tax break.
They're giving themselves
the whole
a huge
thing.
tax break.
He ran for president. Almost got shot.
Did you see?
Got to get that tax break.
Hey, man, that was all.
That's what it's.
Arguments
what are you
could be
talking
made
about?
that shit was all set the fuck up.
It was set up.
I'm not saying
he
it
shot
wasn't.
himself now.
I'm not. No,
You're going
not at
all-
all. Not at all. Not at all. He didn't shoot himself at all. As a matter of fact, there's
himself.
a question whether he was even shot
set
or
up.
not.
Oh,
I
okay.
seen the fucking his ear, and it.
What about the
doesn't
people
look
that
like it's
died
ever
behind
been
him?
touched.
Corey Compatore.
Oh yeah, they were freaking probably. I don't know what the hell
What?
happened there.
What were you
bro.
gonna say there? That would've
I don't
been
know.
weird.
I
That
don't
would've been
know
odd.
what the hell happened there. It could be a
my God.
conspiracy. It could not be. I don't know what the hell's
Or
going on.
it could be
there.
the truth.
Okay.
What you saw.
Sure. No. The
Don't
kid
believe
could
your
be,
lying
the
eyes.
kid could be crazy, okay? And he tried to kill him. But that was due to all the freaking hate and rhetoric and all the bullshit that he's been putting out there, bro.
It's his fault.
You had no. I'm
Victim
saying.
shaming.
I'm
All right, I'm
saying.
not gonna lay off.
I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna lay off.
No.
I'm gonna chill out.
I'm saying that things that are brought out into the open, all right, that people tend to start to believe after they're said over and over again, even though they're not real, okay, can be detrimental to a lot of people, especially people with mental health issues and shit like that.
Such
and
as
that's
yourself?
oh, sure,
just fucking with you.
100%.
I'm just messing
That
with
could have came from that. Like, we don't know what happened because you know what? They didn't tell us shit. They just said, hey, this is what happened. We killed him. Goodbye. We haven't heard shit about his family. We heard from his family. So that leaves a lot to be discussed about a lot of shit that's going on. And then when you take into account the past.
What about
and you
Epstein
take
since
into-
we're making left turns and right turns?
Okay, that right there, that's fucking crazy because there have been a lot of reports that have come out, and there's a lot of reports that say Donald Trump was on his flight list more than anybody else. Okay, now, do I necessarily believe that? I don't know what I believe because there's no telling what these fucking assholes are putting out. I don't believe any side right now. I don't believe anything anybody says right now. I just look to see what happens. And what I can see what's happening is not good for the American people. Period. And that's what I give a shit about.
Some of the things I heard last night that I thought was good, if it is true, is that there's going to be no tax on overtime and no tax on tips.
It's not in the bill plan.
See how he jumps up every time?
It's not in the plan.
It doesn't matter what
It's
you
not
say.
in there.
Trump was right, dude.
It's not
it
in the
doesn't
plan,
matter what
but
he
it's not
says.
in the
You're
plan.
always going to poo-poo
But
it.
no, we're not. We're saying that would be awesome, but it's not
And
in
it
his
just-
plan. It's not in the plan.
It's
that
like
they
Chicken
submitted.
Little. It's just like
That's
the
what
sky
it
is
is.
falling. The
It's
sky
not-
is falling. The sky is falling.
It's not
every day.
in the plan that he put in for their financial plan. It's not in there. We were looking for it. We were hoping for it. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see that in his financial plan. There's a tax fucking break for rich people. There's a cut to fucking Medicaid. There's no fucking nothing mentioned about no taxes on shit. Okay, nothing to help normal people like you and I.
So you're
Nothing.
saying that they're not going to do no taxes on overtime.
They're
no
not
taxes
doing it
on
yet.
tips.
They're not doing it yet. And
Well,
if they
man.
ain't putting it in the beginning, I doubt it's ever going to fucking happen. I doubt it. I'm
and
sorry.
if it does, will you be like, oh, that's good?
I would. I would.
that's good.
If we worked and they said, hey, you guys don't have to pay taxes on your overtime or tips, yeah, that's freaking cool. No doubt. That's helping American people. But kicking people off Medicaid and firing people from their job, that's not helping nobody.
When we talk about these things, you guys always go straight to Medicaid.
But wait, and because Medicaid helps veterans.
Because Medicaid
helps
is a
people that are
murky
hurt.
issue, and all you got to do is go. He's trying to take away Medicaid, and everyone's just supposed to go. Oh, and all the other things they're doing are terrible.
No,
because
no,
he's trying to take away Medicaid,
I'm
which
talking about
he's
that.
not.
I'm talking about they're taking tons of money away from it, bro. Trust me. It's
They're
gonna
taking
cripple
away
it. It's
things
gonna
that they think
cripple
are
it.
fraud and abuse and waste.
Okay, so then
that they
why
think.
aren't they taking away the fucking billions of dollars that they're giving Tesla and all these other big companies as corporate bailouts and fucking subsidies and shit? Huh? That's where they should fucking start. You know
So
why?
don't you-
Because you know why? Because I think it's our government's position, all right, as a government of our country, to help the people first. Then after the
But
people are
don't you
taken
think
care
having
of,
nice
there could
companies
be
here is
money.
helping the people?
No, not at all. You know why? Because big giant companies like Tesla and fucking Google and all
Built
these other
this country.
motherfuckers employ people that need public assistance, which they're taking the fuck away. You don't even understand it, bro, because you have your own job. You're a DJ. You work on your own self. Like people that work for corporations, they ain't making shit right now, and the couple corporations are making so much fucking money, bro, and people cannot make enough money to live. If you live in a household, can you live in a house by yourself right now in Cape Coral, Florida? You can't. Even though you're your own boss, you can't. You need your girl's income to help you do that. That's fucking stupid, and that sucks. You know who doesn't have to do that? Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or any of them motherfuckers.
Well, yeah.
They got billions of fucking dollars.
Well,
Why
and a
do
lot
they
of-
need
a
government
lot of other
subsidies
people who are not
besides
that rich.
veterans getting help and fucking medical
You know, you
assistance?
could do both things.
Yeah, exactly. So why are they taking it away from them? They
I
should
don't
be
think
looking
they're
at
trying
the
to take away
subsidies.
veterans'
Dude,
rights.
they're taking
Donald
money
Trump is
away. Pay
for
attention.
All right,
veterans.
let's go to
sure.
the most important
Okay.
part of last,
I guess there's
last
no
night,
listening.
and then we'll
it's
move
the
on.
truth. I'm not lying.
If we could roll the tape last night, I thought Nancy Pelosi looked lovely last night, and I feel like last night, she felt very loose and very free. If we could roll the tape, what happened? What was she doing? Did you just see that? roll it back again.
Let's see, do
Roll
it
it back
again,
again. Let's see. It's
She licked her lips, too, boy. That was a juicy motherfucker.
She must have had tacos.
roll that one more time. I want to see that. This
beautiful
is
bean
Nancy
footage.
Pelosi from last night, and there it and then she lifts up.
She did. Was she holding the mic too?
I think that's a cane or some type
Oh.
of umbrella or something.
She used it to like catapult herself
She
up.
did, too,
Golly.
didn't she? She pulled herself
Hey,
up.
you gotta let one go, man. You gotta let it go.
Son
man.
of a bitch.
Like that room was already smelling like shit because all the stuff Trump was talking about, so she might as well fart and just blend right in. But no, that was funny. She
That's
farted.
hilarious.
Let's move
That's
on to
hilarious.
our next topic here. Let's talk a little sports, shall we?
Yes, do it.
Last night, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
I don't know if it was last night, but it's in the last 48 hours. LeBron James. He scores 50,000 career points, which is head and shoulders above any other player. I mean, the guy's 40 now, and he still at times looks like the best player on the floor. It amazes me at his age. He continues to amaze me. We'll see if he can do something with Luka. But there it is, 50,000 big ones for LeBron James. So what does this do with his legacy? I know there's always the debate. Is it Michael Jordan? Is it LeBron James? Is it Kobe? Is it Shaq? Is it Kareem? Is it Bill Russell? Memphis? Who is the greatest of all time? And does this put LeBron closer to the top if you don't already have him at the top?
The greatest is Michael Jordan, flat out. Like
Good
that's
answer.
not even a debate. I shout out to LeBron though, 50,000 points. I mean, he been playing for he came in the league.
I think
She been
the
playing
year
for,
after the Velociraptor went extinct.
2003, I believe, was the
So he
year.
been in the league since. So LeBron been in the league for a minute. So I mean,
He has.
he
He's
better
been
score
playing.
all them goddamn points. He been playing this long. But no, that's dope. Salute to him, man. Like I think his career. I mean, it boosts him up. I guess to some people, not to me. I mean, because he still doesn't jump Kobe. in
What's
my
the order
opinion.
for you if you had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What is the order for
MJ,
you?
Kobe, LeBron, Magic, and then Kareem.
Okay. Ramo, your thoughts. LeBron James, is he inching closer to beating Michael Jordan for greatest of all time, or is he still a ways away? And how would you rank the top 5 NBA players of all time?
Definitely, in my opinion, because this is an extremely subjective subject. He will never surpass Michael Jordan. He cannot.
What if he goes on to win a couple more championships
Not
in his
even,
40s?
not even. Simply because we already know right now, if he wins 2 more, it's not going to be because LeBron James was the LeBron James that he used to be. Now,
He's looking pretty good this year.
I'm sure he is, and he will be for a couple more years. Like, he's a very unique, physically gifted person. He always has been. One of the biggest people on the court in his genre, but yet one of the most agile people. And that's what makes him special. Is he the best in his, genre or the years that he played, 100%. Without a doubt, no questions asked. There's nobody that's even comes close to him. But better than MJ, no. My top 5, MJ,
Top 3.
Kobe, and then LeBron. Some of the older guys.
Why do you guys put Kobe ahead of LeBron on what grounds? Like why?
Because one, Kobe has more championships than LeBron, and he did it with one team.
Yeah,
LeBron, but you can't debate
it may be better that you can do it with two teams. Wouldn't you say that you're better if you can go win in two places?
So you mean to tell me
it would be
that is blasphemy coming out of your trap, Jack?
No.
Michael Jordan is right in y'all backyard and
he's
won
been there,
6.
Jack.
No, I'm talking
one
about
team?
Kobe and LeBron. I'm not talking about Michael right now.
Yeah, he's talking about Kobe.
I said, why are you guys
understand the
putting
argument.
Kobe ahead of LeBron?
I'll let you answer first.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because, like I said, 5 beats 4, and also we got to the factor of he doing it on the same team. The same team. LeBron had help. LeBron don't win 2 in Miami at all. He don't win 2 in Miami if he stay in Cleveland. He only get that 1, and he had Kyrie to help him with that. So
Yeah, well,
I mean,
you could
that
say
was
that
the second
Kobe,
Kobe.
Kobe had
if-
Shaq. Kobe had
if-
Shaq for 3 of them, where Shaq was the MVP, not Kobe.
Okay, then
Plus,
so,
they had to double Shaq, opening Kobe. Plus, he takes more shots than anybody.
but
He's a
Shaq
ball
don't win.
hog.
Shaq don't win without Kobe. Shaq didn't even win one with Penny.
Kobe don't win without Shaq.
Yeah, but still. Okay, then I would put Steph Curry over LeBron, and they both got 4, but Steph did it all with one team. One team.
You like the
And he beat-
loyalty to a certain team.
You gotta be hell yeah, man. I ain't with this old new punk shit. Like if the team draft you or whatever, win it with them. Or if you get traded, okay, you get traded and then win it with the next one, but stay with one fucking team.
All right, let's move on to Tomcat. Tomcat,
Yeah.
who are your top 5 all-time
It was
NBA
top
players?
3, but I'm
No,
going to go.
it's been top 5. That's what I've been saying. Top 5.
Oh,
Shaquille O'Neal, number 1.
Okay.
me too. I agree with
Biased.
that. Except for Jordan.
Okay.
Number 2, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Number 3, LeBron.
Okay.
Number 4, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Number 5 is that who's the guy with the really skinny arms? Kevin Garnett.
You like Kevin Garnett?
Kevin Garnett.
Do you know
Good
if we're
call.
talking? Is that
Good game.
Are you
In the
sure
top
that's a guy?
5? Goddamn.
Well,
Kevin
but
Garnett.
That's
he
his
don't
top
know
5.
Wilt Chamberlain, and I mean,
Larry
Oh, yeah.
Bird still
he
out
don't know
there.
any of them
Yeah,
guys,
Magic.
man.
Did you
Trying to
just make
think of
that
a-
up?
I like Kevin Garnett.
You like? What do you
He's
like?
always on the Olympic teams.
Did you just
He's super
make that up?
skinny, right? He's got super skinny.
He got
Yeah.
Kevin Durant to
That's all
sell us.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is what you meant, not
Durant.
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Durant. Yes.
Well, that was a good name though to come up with.
I
Garnett.
mean, Kevin
He was a
Garnett's
good
a
player.
shit too. The
Yeah,
thick
he's a good
he
player.
did- yeah,
I don't
but-
know. I just picked one at the 5th one. I didn't have a
we
5th
kind
one.
of figure that out.
Way to break it down,
Oh,
Tomcat.
Steph Curry.
Steph's definitely
6.
top 5
That's
for me.
6.
I only have 4. So you can put
One
that
name
on.
that
I only
didn't
had
come
3.
up on anybody's list that I think deserves some mention is Bill Russell.
Absolutely.
This guy had 11 NBA championships.
I thought he
and-
was just an announcer.
And in if you go down the lane of Memphis's thinking, he did it all with the same team.
He
Yeah, with
did.
the Boston Celtics.
He did.
Yes.
But there's got to be an asterisk there because
Why is that? There has to be an asterisk there.
asterisk, whatever the asterisk. Right, I have an accent. I told you that already. Remember my cousin? Can I get some Hispanic music there? Thank you.
You're welcome.
When he played, I would say
Brown,
at
Late,
least
just like you.
80 to 90% of the league was really not that skilled. They weren't.
Well, how's
great.
that Bill's
and,
fault?
and they were way smaller than him.
Dog.
They couldn't.
You remember Wilt Chamberlain did play in his era. Like they played
In his
together.
era.
And
That's what I'm
Bob
looking for.
Cousy and
yeah, but that was.
the NBA was the shit back then.
Yeah.
I think how they break it down is to who can play in whose era. Like
I think
Michael Jordan
Dr.
can play in
J. Dr. J would have more clout for best than him.
Bill Russell? Oh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far. But Michael Jordan could play in Bill Russell's era and still be Michael Jordan.
100%.
Michael Jordan could play in today's NBA and be even.
Better.
If Michael Jordan, think about this for a second. If Michael Jordan played in the NBA with LeBron James and them, like no one would ever beat him. Michael Jordan would have probably 10, 11 championships on his own. With Chicago would be crazy because they would just have rings all over the place. Like you gotta stop being brand new, Gen X. Listen,
And
you
I
know
wonder
what
how
it
many
was.
championships he would have had if he didn't leave to go play basketball. I mean, baseball.
Baseball, he
He
would have
wouldn't
had
play
8.
for the- yeah.
He would have had 8.
So, yeah, Mike's the GOAT. I also think Magic Johnson, had he not gotten AIDS, he would be even more in the conversation because he was a special player.
Magic was the
100%.
shit, boy. You couldn't deal.
100%.
Couldn't deal with them.
I like Magic Johnson.
It took the Pistons.
awesome.
It took the bad boys to beat them. With Isaiah and all them. And Dennis Rodman and all them.
The Bulls beat them first championship.
Yeah,
they
no,
beat the Lakers.
The Pistons beat them first.
No, but I'm saying our first championship was against the Lakers
Oh yeah, I know that.
with Magic
With
Johnson.
Vlade
Well,
Divac.
yeah, I'm
was
talking about.
at
I ain't talking about the
center
damn
position.
Bulls. I'm talking about Isaiah.
But I am.
Hey,
All right, let's move on to our next topic.
Ain't no Detroit.
Transparency is the word of the day here as the Justice Department is releasing the first wave of the Epstein files. Though it
Transgender.
looks like, as I look at these Epstein files, we've been hearing about all these names and all this information that we're going to be getting from these Epstein documents. Though as we look through them, there is no new major news. Simultaneously, President Trump has signed an executive order that's going to declassify all the documents related to the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and MLK. But
heard about that.
where are all these documents? You keep saying we're going to see these things. We're going to, I think they're teasing us.
They are. It's like an episode of a crime show or something. I agree, and I checked when we were discussing it earlier. I went and looked, and as far as the last time that there was some kind of update or something in 2018, none of those files have had any reports of consequence. Like they said, there may have been 2 or 3 forms released on each file, but none of them contained any information that like would give you that aha moment or like contradicts anything that we already know.
I know a lot of it got redacted, I guess. You want to protect the victims. I can understand redacting stuff like that, but
Sure.
come on, we want the juicy stuff. We did get
We
the
do.
flight logs, which shows you who went there, but I don't say that you are a bad person just because you went to some private island and went to some,
Not at all. There's
celebrity
no
party.
telling what what event or anything. Sure.
Tomcat, what have you heard about the Epstein files?
Well, the Epstein files, particularly when Pam Bondi, who's the new attorney general, told them she wanted them to hand over all the Epstein files, who is the FBI and the CIA. They didn't give her shit, but like a couple boxes of files. But there's shit tons of files. Where's all
right.
the stuff from the first time he got prosecuted? There should be tons of stuff. There should be video. There should be. They didn't give her anything. So clearly they're withholding from the actual attorney general who's telling the FBI and the CIA, give me this shit, and they won't give it up. So,
Well, do you think
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if they give it up,
clearly these unelected bureaucrats are fighting the will of the people who want it. We want it. We want all the information. Give it up. We want it all. We want to know
we
why.
don't.
Why were there 3 or 4 guards on duty? One of them fell asleep. Why were all the cameras didn't work in his cell that was supposed to be suicide proof? Like we want. Where's the
Why
video
don't you want to know, Memphis? You said I don't.
I don't want to know it because it ain't my business.
It doesn't matter that he doesn't want to know.
It's not my
Isn't Patel director
A
of
lot of
FBI
people
now?
care. There are a lot of people care.
That you doesn't want to know doesn't stop
Yeah.
other people from knowing.
Yeah, but I'm
Oh, yeah, no,
I'm
100%.
pretty sure
A lot of people wanna
not
know.
steal
You don't
your-
have to
steal your
know.
word, but I'm sure there are a lot more people who don't care that do care.
But it doesn't matter that you don't care. We still want the information.
Well,
you,
you can
don't
al-
have to look at it if you don't care.
You can want it
We
all
want
day
the
and night,
information.
but still not get it. So it don't matter. Like it's like I don't know.
It matters.
I don't, why does it matter?
It's
Like,
a
what-
pedophile island where a bunch of little girls were raped. That's
so
why.
all right, okay. So I
Teenage,
agree
yeah.
with you on that.
It's sad.
So anybody that was
Terrible.
partook in that should be in trouble, right? Or get scrutinized. We all can agree, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So your president is gonna be on there, right?
You don't know that, and you
Oh,
can get
but,
sued for saying that like hardcore,
mhm,
dude.
mhm.
Hardcore,
Okay.
big time. Like you
Okay.
don't know that.
You
You can't just say shit like that
you
on
said-
air.
Did he not say he go off of what he see? I know the videos I saw with the two of them kicking it a lot. You can't unsee it. I think everybody's seen it.
There's rumors.
You can Google search that. You
I
pull
ain't
it up
gonna
on
be saying
YouTube.
it. I don't know who's on that list.
I ain't seen YouTube or anybody else that be putting it
None of my
out there that's been
business.
out there.
So
That's a fact.
do you-
Slander.
Do you think the
It ain't
reason
slander
why?
when it's out there.
Do you guys think the reason why we're not seeing it is because there are some big political figures
Hell
that are
yeah.
going to look
They
bad?
ain't know it. That's just common sense.
Sure.
Like, knock it off, people. Like, look, it's one thing to be naive, but don't be stupid.
He threw Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. I mean, there's
Sure he
tons of
did.
there are videos
Sure.
of him with
Yeah.
Epstein.
The story is always told by the victor, meaning
Why?
you're only going to hear the
look,
one story.
we're talking about
Yeah.
Epstein.
Yeah,
Epstein
no, he's a
files. You
terrible
guys
person.
immediately go
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Your
No.
TDS, it drips.
I don't- what are you
off.
talking about? We
We're
weren't
not talking about Donald Trump.
Donald
Exactly.
Trump, I
We
am.
weren't
You
talking about-
are.
I
I
am.
was not.
Donald Trump is on the freaking videos.
No.
He's on pictures.
I'm talking in a reference of them,
I am,
him,
not
whether
you.
being there
I
or
am.
not. Like,
I am.
Think I just brought up Donald Trump?
no.
I don't. It
Who
don't
brought
No,
matter.
you were
Donald Trump
talking
up?
about him.
I mean,
No.
hey, he's
You were
a part
talking
of
about him just now.
Okay.
He's part of the denominator. He's a part of the factor of the whole shit.
But we're talking about Epstein, right?
Because we talking about
Yes.
Epstein in the island and where you said things that happened that were bad. And anybody else that was a part of it should be in trouble. He's
Yeah.
a part. You know he's down with it.
No.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. That's
It's
cool.
We
not
don't know.
fair.
We
It's
don't
not
know.
fair.
That's-
That's like me, you
For sure.
wouldn't want somebody to say you were there.
We don't
That's
know.
not right.
We
If
don't know for sure anybody that was there. That's
if somebody
a fact.
said I was there,
And
I'd be like,
whether
prove
or
it.
not we'll ever know, we don't know. Because
We could
here's the
try
thing.
to find out.
Here, right. But even it would be great to find out. But at this point in time, let's reserve ourselves to the fact that there's been cover-ups in the government probably since the beginning of our government. And there are just some things that, as a American society, we're probably not going to know.
Yeah, you don't need to know. It's like you don't need to know every goddamn
We're probably
thing.
just
Like,
not
What
gonna
about the MLK assassination? Like, what do you think
not
they're
that either. Like
holding back
because
from us?
No, listen. It don't matter because that was in the past.
Yeah.
What does it change, right? What does it change? What does it change in your personal life that you notice?
When we talk about slavery like that, we could say that.
Knock it off, because you sound like a damn idiot right now. Because you have no idea
What
what, you're
the
talking
hell are
about.
you talking about
Like,
now?
what are you talking about? That makes no sense.
What did you just say?
You
You just said what's in the past is in the past. It doesn't matter. Well, if I was to say
yeah.
that about slavery,
I
then
think-
Well,
we
then that
could all
make
be
you-
quashed about it. We wouldn't have to worry
would
about
make
that
you-
anymore,
so
right?
What you said about the Holocaust?
You could say that about the Holocaust.
That's
I didn't
now
say
you're
that.
being a
You
fool.
said that. You're the one that said
You're being a
that.
fool.
Listen,
you know what I'm
you
talking
gotta-
about. I'm talking about MLK.
Listen,
all that shit that
I
happened
know
in the past.
you guys are crazy.
No,
but-
you're crazy.
No,
Let's not talk.
listen. You just said that what's in the past doesn't matter.
When-
I never
pertaining-
said that. You
pertaining-
said that.
We talking about MLK. We talking about MLK. That's
I
what
get
I'm
what we're talking
No,
about,
I
but
didn't
you're
bring-
the one that said what's in the
Uh-huh.
past doesn't matter. I did not say that.
I said
you said
I'm
that.
talking about MLK.
So I made the reference that what about if slavery is something
okay,
that's in
then
the past, and that
just-
doesn't matter.
That's just your opinion. And
I'm
only-
not saying it doesn't matter. What I'm
no,
saying
that's
is
your opinion,
what's in
and
the
you
past
all feel-
matters. What's in the past matters.
Well, why does the-
slavery
so-
matters?
so
the
why do
Holocaust
white- all right,
matters. Stop
all right.
talking over me.
No,
Let
so
me
why
talk.
do people, why
the
white people always
Holocaust
get mad
matters.
when slavery is something like they get brought
All
up?
of this matters.
Why do
And
they
what
get
also
mad?
matters that you're talking over me because it's petty and it's small.
It ain't petty.
It's small and petty.
Listen, if
you
I
have
would
no
be
argument.
petty, you know I could be petty. You know that. So don't say, you know I could be petty. This ain't it. Come on, knock it off.
All right, let's move on again. Let's talk about something in the present, which, in a bold move,
Ooh.
Canada is cracking down on American liquor.
Yep.
If you want to drink a nice Jack and Coke and you are north of the border, unfortunately, you may have to have a Crown and Coke.
More for us.
Because right now, the liquor of the U.S. exports going into Canada are being shut off, I guess, according to the Canadians. We do have a news report on this. Let's roll the tape.
Starting today, LCBO, the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world, will begin removing U.S. products from its store shelves. And as the exclusive wholesaler, American brands will no longer be available in LCBO catalog, meaning other retailers, bars, and restaurants in the province will no longer be able to restock U.S. products.
Not the Tito's!
This is an
I know, right?
enormous hit to the American producers. Every year, the LCBO sells nearly $1 billion worth of U.S. wine, beer, cider, seltzers, and spirits, including more than 3,600 products from 35 states.
Now, what are they going to do with all this booze? Are they shipping it back, or are they going to have a big party? Are they taking it home
Probably
to their
gonna
loved
ship it-
ones?
I
Probably
think
gonna
they're
send
just
it
not
back.
ordering anymore.
Yeah.
Well, why are they taking it like that? It looks to me like they're taking it off the shelves and like.
You know
This is
why.
Yeah, they're not selling it.
This is
know why.
inflation.
But I did a rundown with ChatGPT to see the overall conclusion of this war on the alcohol here, and it says a U.S. ban on Canadian liquor would hurt Canada more than the U.S. as Canada distilleries rely heavily on the American market. While some U.S. bars and retailers might be affected, they have plenty of alternatives.
It seems like a little bit of a pissing match going on right now.
I mean, come on now. Stop, Benson, you know why.
If we ban their liquor or we ban all their products, they'd be crushed.
I know why they're doing it, but what I don't understand why I can understand not ordering anymore, but you already have it on your shelf.
That's true.
It's like what I don't understand is why are you taking it off the shelf? Just don't order anymore and at least get rid of what's on the shelf. What are you doing with it? You're putting it back in a box, and then what are you doing?
I'll mark that shit down. Mark that shit all the way down. Like, hey, you know what? Come get this shit for like
Americans
on the dollar.
Americans bought $250 million worth of booze from Canada last year, but Canadians bought $500 million from the U.S.
He did say they.
Yeah, they
he
drink.
Did,
They
but he
drink
did
a
say
lot.
that.
That's going to hurt us more.
He did
because we're the
reference
ones
that they
making
do that.
more money off of them. So now we're losing them sales.
Well, you
our
look at
our companies are going to hurt because of that.
people gonna lose jobs behind that.
Oh, actually,
100%.
Actually,
So
I had that
more.
backwards. Actually, it's Canadians sell 500 million in the United States, and the United States sells 250 million. So actually, that was backwards. You're right.
But you know,
I don't know if that's true. You might want to double check those figures. You may have been right the first time.
Let me look right here.
Yeah, double
But
check.
you know what? Here's the
because
thing.
Because from what I understand, Canadians drink more than any
Canada
other
exports
country.
around 500 million worth of alcoholic beverages to the U.S. So you're right.
Hell yeah.
It will hurt them a lot more than us.
Hell yeah. But here's the thing. Like,
No, it's going to hurt us more.
No, because we export half of that, 250 million.
The Prime Minister
I just
of
looked it
Canada
up
had
for you.
already
to them.
made the had already addressed his nation yesterday and told them the Canadians already know what's going to hurt.
Yeah,
They
do.
They
They do. And they say,
are prepared.
They understand.
They prepared. Them in Mexico, they prepared. They
You could go there and hang out with Drake if you like it there so much. We'll stay here with Kendrick Lamar and be American.
Listen, Toronto is one of my favorite cities in the world.
All I'm saying,
I will still
that
go
sounds
there.
like it's nice this time of year.
It is actually.
When you
really
get
good.
gut punched by your brother, you retaliate. And this is them being, petty and retaliating. And I'm sure eventually, as the time goes by and shit gets better somewhere, that'll go away.
You're right.
And things will go away. But right now, it's tumultuous times, and unfortunately, this is the position that we have put ourselves in.
No, because we are
accept it.
normalizing trade relations with all the people around the world right now.
I don't think that's the case.
That is exactly what's happening. The United States is in
in
reciprocal trade now with tariffs. If you have a 25% tariff on us, we have one on you now. It doesn't matter what your tariff is with us. The United States immediately responds with the same tariff.
But the United States is one putting the tariffs on people. Ain't nobody.
They are.
Tariffs on
They're
us.
adjusting our tariffs to. If we didn't have a tariff with the country, they're now adjusting the tariff to be exactly what that country's tariff is.
That makes no logical sense.
It may not make sense, but that's what's happening.
You don't pick a fight with people that you need. We need Canada and Mexico.
We need the trade to be reciprocal and fair. I don't have a problem with that.
It got to be fair. But when you start a fight with somebody else,
I don't think it's a fight. I think it's business.
That is not. So now we run the United States like business. So Donald Trump ran how many companies in the trash, and now the United States is a business.
It's a form of business, but most economists agree that it's going to destroy America's economy.
Nothing is going to destroy America. Nothing is going to destroy America's economy. Chicken Little, again, motherfucker. Here you are every day.
Oh my God.
All right.
Chicken Little.
Is that what it
Nobody's
is?
buying it, dude.
Okay.
If anybody's listening to your bullshit, fucking the sky is falling
that's
shit.
the problem. Ain't
nobody buying it, bro.
You want
Mike
bet?
Pence to be president right now. Get the fuck out of here.
You want to bet? See, that's why you're getting upset. Is because
I'm not upset. I'm
you
just
see
like,
the truth,
you guys are so
and you
serious, kinda hot right now.
hate that you're wrong.
What's
but you
wrong?
don't want to back
About what?
down.
About what?
You talk
about what? What specifically am I wrong about?
Everything
You have
talk about.
nothing.
Everything.
But that's what makes me mad. It's just
Everything.
annoying, really.
I mean,
more than
I don't
anything.
understand why you're
It
upset
just gets
about
annoying.
when.
I'm not upset. I said it just gets annoying because it's like being at the Tea Party with the Mad Hatter and the fucking Alice in Wonderland.
That's how we feel.
That's what it's like here right now.
Right, because
you're trying to run me in circles.
No.
It isn't working.
And we're not. We're not.
You are.
I understand.
You are.
You
You try to play the little shell game with what you're talking about.
I understand you believe what you believe, and that's fine. That's fine. You can think that. That's great. That's what they're telling you. That's good. You believe
Who's
that.
telling me? What?
Everybody
the
that you're
internet,
listening to.
Chat GPT,
Fox News, the president,
Fox News,
everybody.
Do you realize you say
who else do you
the
listen
same
to?
thing every
Because
week?
it's true.
Well, technically speaking, TK, your chat GPT is different from Gentry's.
It
and
is.
yours
It
is kind of
sucks.
limited, so I wouldn't
You
listen
proved
to
that.
yours right now.
So
I kind of
What is the point of that?
The point is that nobody's trying to belittle you for what you're saying. What we're trying to tell you is that
I just want to stick to the topic.
We don't.
I don't talk about me. I
100%.
don't give a fuck about
Ain't
me.
nobody talking about you.
Exactly. Just
Nobody's
talk about
talking
the topic. Then what are we talking about? What is the topic?
The
What is it?
topic. The topic
What's the
is
topic?
the topic was the Trump deal that we've been
How
talking
are we
about.
not on it if we're not talking about it? Go back to it.
I would prefer us not to talk about his ass anyway, but here we are.
To be honest with you,
I mean, look,
because it's pointless.
It's people not gonna learn until
it's
listen,
intelligent conversation. I
until
enjoy
it
it.
affects you
I
personally.
really enjoy having intelligent conversations
Sure.
with people.
I think
me and Mighty Mike sat here and had a good discourse.
Sure.
I think the best
100%.
teacher
It's easy.
is learn going through the lesson, and sometimes people have to learn the hard way, and that's okay. And hopefully you
Learn the hard way about what?
Well, I mean, when
Whatever,
shit
everything,
start getting
and
crazy
anything.
because the price of everything is going up like crazy. And then talk about the stock market, man. My portfolio was looking good until the other day.
Well, let's
Like, well,
check it. I mean,
goddamn.
I thought it kind of
And I'm
leveled
like, you
out,
can't even
actually.
debate that. Like, because we all be talking and we be looking, and I should be been looking green for a long time.
It's in the green right now.
And then the other day crash our shit.
You can
bitch.
put it on
Like,
my phone.
Listen, I don't like nobody playing with my money.
Nice.
Put it on my phone.
Y'all
It's
can
green.
do that all you want. I don't like nobody.
All right, it's
playing
now
with my
time to move
Don't wanna do
on
it, do you?
to Tomcat's
Nice.
news.
Put it on it.
Don't be showing nobody
There
no
has been
shit.
some
Yeah,
volatility
hide
in the market.
information, bro.
We have seen some volatility in the market, but I
showing.
will say this about the stock market. It always goes up and it always goes
When the
down.
news comes on.
Yeah, but when you don't do like dumb shit and purposely do shit to fuck with, like, look, I don't like nobody playing with my money.
I'm still rooting for the country, so I mean, it's out of my control. I'm not negotiating the tariffs.
Right.
I have no control over it.
100%.
I hope whatever we're doing is going to work out for the USA because I root for us. I feel like we're all Americans, so
Sure.
let's root for the red, white, and blue to win. I was rooting for Joe Biden. I voted for Obama. I'll root for our country no matter what.
Sure.
So hopefully everybody is on the same team, but it sounds like we're not. Let's go to our newsman, Tomcat, with the not so good news. What's going on?
The green, baby. Green.
Looking good on that portfolio, Tomcat.
Looking good in the stocks. All right. Welcome to the news segment portion of the Outcast Podcast. This is the news for March 5th, 2025. We actually made it to 2025. That's crazy. But first, some history of March 5th. March 5th is a day of chaos, revolt, and nuclear accidents. Let's start with 1770 when Boston decided to turn up the heat. Literally, the Boston Massacre went down on this day. Let me tell you, calling it a massacre was some colonial A-grade PR work because British soldiers, feeling the heat from the angry crowd, fired into a mob of colonists, killing 5 people. And this little incident helped spark the American Revolution, Ramo.
Fun.
Nothing unites people like shared outrage, as you know. Fast forward to 1872, and we get the birth of the most influential names in the world. George Westinghouse, the dude who brought us the air brakes and helped make alternate current AC electricity the dominant power system. 1946, Winston Churchill steps up on a podium and gives his famous Iron Curtain speech. Today is National Cheese Doodle Day.
Ooh.
National Absinthe Day. I was going to bring some in, but I don't know if we should drink any of that. National Multiple Personality Day. All over that one, buddy.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Straight to the news. He got in that man's face and hit him with a pancake. KSI slapped MMA fighter Dylan Dennis with a pancake during a heated press conference on Tuesday, just a week after Chris Eubank Jr. cracked an egg on Connor Ben's face.
Ooh.
It's getting dirty.
Making breakfast and shit.
I'm going to make an example of you.
He apparently has this pancake in his pocket in his right hand.
Who the hell
And
walks
the
around with a
dude on
pancake
the
in
right
their pocket?
is the one who gets slapped.
Lame.
Here comes the pancake.
Lego my ego, bitch.
That was
One
quick.
of the 5
I didn't
fingers.
see the
say to the
pancake at
face.
He's like, ha ha, you got pancakes.
Fans, however, were convinced the act was staged. Staged as hell, they said. Looks like the guy behind KSI with the rich man touched him seconds before the slap.
Okay, Flapjack.
All right, the Osters kept up the credo to call Drake a pedo. Conan O'Brien couldn't help but to reference the beef that has dominated headlines for the past year during his hosting gig at the Academy Awards, mentioning the back and forth between Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
We're halfway through the show. which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile.
A minor.
The ongoing legal war waged by Drake stems from his historic rap battle, as you know, with Kendrick Lamar. All right, she's a real sleaze, and she wants to take your cheese. It's been nearly 15 years since Casey Anthony was acquitted in the death of her child, Kaylee Anthony. Since then, she's been largely off the radar, although her bankruptcy attorney, Charles Green, suggested in 2013 she'd make a great paralegal. So she's on a comeback now, and she has a legal business, Casey's Legal, and she wants you to call her for her legal advice.
I mean,
seems dangerous.
We need a little sound.
She definitely got out of murder.
Hey, you know what?
I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011. And in this capacity, I feel that it's necessary, if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself and also advocate for my daughter.
You look pretty good, baby. I'll
She was
advocate
not
for
ever
you.
bad. I told you that.
Where is her daughter, by the way? Oh, yeah, dead.
The club I used to DJ downtown Orlando, she used to come in there.
Go ahead and tie me
Where's
up,
your daughter?
Casey Anthony.
She might get somebody out of jail, too. I wouldn't laugh on it. I keep that as an option.
What would you do,
If
Tomcat?
your last option, you
What do
call
you
her.
think?
I
wanna
think,
know what
I mean,
Tomcat
I would
thinks.
say with her legal advice, she did manage to get off somehow.
That's what I said. She got off
I
of
mean,
murder.
shit, hey, you know, you 50-50.
She knows how to be shady. That's true.
She's in trouble. All right.
I think she's pretty hot, actually.
Look at you, creep.
All right, next up, we had the big Shaq was in New Orleans.
Big dog.
We had Mardi Gras going on. Folks were
Yeah.
disappointed in Shreveport. Shaq had to cancel his DJ gig there. Shreveport Municipal on Saturday night, but they say he's still in their hearts in Louisiana. Shaquille O'Neal's taken over Louisiana, and he has been the face of Mardi Gras 2025. You see him all over the place. The Big Diesel has been sharing videos of himself at the Mardi Gras celebration. He was royalty for the day.
He looks good in those colors, too. That's like LSU colors.
That's his fraternity color, too.
Yep.
He reigned over
And Lakers.
2025.
Yep.
All right, in Colorado for the WWE, and the Canucks pissed off Pat McAfee. The WWE commentator Pat McAfee called Canada a terrible country and went nuts after Canadian fans booed the U.S. anthem again during the WWE elimination event in Toronto.
National anthem to start this entire thing, but it's going to be a historic night for the WWE on the road.
Oh, the good part was
to
at the beginning.
WrestleMania. Let's get underway with.
What does he
And
say?
it's in the terrible country of Canada that booed our national anthem to start this entire
Wrestling.
thing.
He's supposed to say that. He wasn't. That wasn't serious. It's wrestling. He's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
That's good wrestling.
Once he got caught, I'm sure he never thought he would get shot. A convicted double murderer is set to die by firing squad in South Carolina on Friday. The first
shit.
execution
Firing squad?
of its kind in the U.S. in 15 years.
That's crazy.
Brad
as fuck.
Sigmund, 67, personally requested the unusual punishment after fearing the electric chair would burn and cook him alive.
Are we able to watch that live on YouTube
How
or
about
something?
not?
I'm sure we'll
Stream that,
might.
buddy.
Faces of
Better
Death.
than Jake Paul fight.
You remember the Faces of Death videos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were
It
wild.
was like all 7 of them. I remember we watched all of them. Me and the homies watched all them shits.
He also rejected a lethal injection after 3 previous inmates took more than 20 minutes to die after receiving the fatal dose.
He gets to decide what he gets.
Yeah. Just shoot me in the face. All right, that'll work. As he thinks that's going to be
What if he-
really
what if he
that's
gets-
going to go really smooth.
Yeah.
Like, what if they
That's
shoot
not
him
gonna
and
hurt.
he don't die? Like they just hit him. He gets shot like 8 times, but he lived.
He never heard of Tupac, has he?
Yeah, that may happen. And then it'll be like, oh, this
He
was a
like,
bad
fuck it,
idea.
Hey man, this spend the rest of your days in this cell.
Would he put out a rap album afterwards?
Oh no, knock that off.
This next video is out of control. Check out this giant sinkhole, and it ain't Ramo's ass. A massive sinkhole spanning hundreds of yards is endangering a town of 50,000 residents in northeastern Brazil.
Oh wow.
Holy shit.
Damn.
That looks like Ramo's ass.
Damn,
you would know.
That's a canyon.
I've been there so many times. It's rough. The struggle is real. Drone footage shows recently abandoned homes standing just feet from an enormous crater threatening to swallow the entire neighborhood. Nita.
He said swallow.
My life, you did. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. It's perfectly round.
So stupid.
All right, my last one is a really nice video. So all my other shitty videos. Hydrofoil boarder rides. A hydrofoil boarder, his name is Jerry MacArthur, and Sheldon Steckman got the surprise of a lifetime when a pod of hundreds of dolphins began swimming along them when they were on hydrofoil boards in Portayu Cove, British Columbia.
That's so cool.
February 24th. You see them underwater.
Oh, yeah, I see him. There they go.
And then you'll see them like in the background. They're like jumping. That would be awesome.
Like, so how's that thing going? Like,
well, they're electric now.
So, how far can you go? And like, how
it has a little
that
motor.
would suck if the battery down. You way
oh
out
yeah,
there.
it would definitely suck, especially
Yeah,
if there was like a bull shark under there.
Far.
Oh yeah, he's telling your ass.
He's just waiting.
Yeah.
You're like, I see that red light up under there. You don't know that though.
That's a Chinese board, huh? Yeah, that thing's about to die.
Luckily though,
Yeah,
if you see
one of the
dolphins, you don't
websites.
have to worry about a shark.
Right, yo, especially that many.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. That's the news, you bastards.
Oh, that's the news.
Yeah, that works, man.
That was good. But there's one story I'm surprised you didn't talk about.
What story were you talking about?
I heard that over the weekend that The Rock and John Cena turned to the other side.
Oh, they turned heel. That's right. They did.
Together?
Yeah, they're bad
Apparently.
guys. They're bad
Bad
guys.
guys.
Yeah.
Like John Cena's never
Oh, I
been
thought
a
you were
bad
saying
guy.
they're gay.
Oh, well, no.
Well, The Rock's been
Not that
Rock's
other
been
side.
on the other side, but
Not
John
our
Cena,
side.
I don't know,
I
man.
thought that's what you were talking about.
Hey,
Not our
he
side.
better be a good
I already
bad
knew about
guy.
the John Cena.
Can we
Come
bring
on.
Stone
You
Cold
know that
back
dude's a
to
freak.
kind of
Ricky
jump his
Stidnicki.
ass? There it is. Look at I want to see Stone Cold to stun somebody.
Uh-oh, look.
Who is that standing in the
on?
corner like he's chilling?
That's Dusty Rhodes' son there, Cody Rhodes.
Oh.
He's the champ. He's like the
What
new
about
face.
a wax figure.
But, all right, Outcast, that's a wrap. Remember, life is like this podcast, really. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it's a total train wreck.
It is.
But hey,
True.
at least we're all here together. Everybody, we didn't exactly play nice, but in the end, we will hug it out because
I think we did. We love each other.
You
I
didn't fart
question
today,
that.
So we good there.
I think you should keep questioning everything. Keep laughing. Keep
agreed.
laughing at the madness.
All of it.
And if you ever feel lost, just
Question it
remember,
all.
even GPS gets confused sometimes, you know?
This is true.
Question everything.
Everything.
Until next time, we thank the boys in the back, Jacob and Jordan, for their production. Thanks to the Outcast, the brown guy, the black guy, the white guy.
Yeah.
Thank you, the listener. We're out of here. So
Bye,
long.
guys.
Holla
Good
at
time.
you. Yeah, man. Watch Daredevil. It's really good.